Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to show you some more great uses for your Warhammer 40k Sprues. This video is a little bit different from my last ones, as this one's going to show what great uses you can do with the ooey gooey spruey stuff. So to turn the sprues into the ooey stuff, basically you just need to get some nail polish remover that contains acetone. Then get your jar full of your sprues, pour in the acetone, and then leave for a good 14 hours or so until it's fully dissolved. So the first great use is as filler. And I find the best way to use this is to put it into a syringe. That way you have more control of how it comes out, and it's a much cleaner job as you haven't really got to touch much of it. It's kind of got the same consistency as porridge, so it's not too runny, but it's not too firm, and can easily be spread using any kind of flat tool. But as well as filling in small areas, it can also be used to fill in large areas. So here I'm filling in a panel that I'm going to be making for a Star Wars vehicle, but as you can see, this grease-proof tray underneath, just because this stuff really does stick to everything it touches. And there we go, after a few hours, the acetone starts to evaporate and it starts to go back into being a plastic. Leave this a good 24 hours and then you'll be able to sand this, drill this, and basically just treat it like normal plastic. Okay, so the next great use is to form shapes out of the stuff. So I need to make a sphere for an upcoming project, so I'm going to use this silicone mould. But what you need to do is get the ooey gooey spruey stuff, leave it on some acetone paper for a while, I've left mine for about 2 hours. And the reason for leaving it for so long is that now you can pick it up, touch it, it's not going to stick to your fingers, and it's kind of got the consistency now of plasticine, which is great for moulding. So this can be put inside the silicone mould and then just pushed around all the edges. And then to help it get the shape, I'm using this wooden ball just to push down again, just to push it all out to all the edges. So I've left it for about 5-6 hours just to give it a chance for the acetone to evaporate and for it to turn back into a plastic. And then I can remove the ball. And then the silicone mould makes it nice and easy to peel off. And there we go. We're left with half a spear. Now I can just make the other one, trim them up and glue them together. So you may have seen my next few uses in the Orc Stomper video I did, and the first one of those is making wires. So again, I'm going to use a syringe, and it's just a case of pushing in the ooey gooey spruey stuff. So you'll need a coat hanger for this, as this helps the wire dry better and makes it easy just to move it around. And basically you just take the syringe and squeeze out the ooey gooey stuff and then just attach the end to the coat hanger. And then repeat this process so you've got lots and lots of long lengths of what will be wire. And there we go, some relatively straight long pieces of round sprues. These can then be cut down to the size you need. And then you can paint them whatever colour you like. And in this case I've gone for some red and yellow wires, as well as a silver wire. I think once these are painted they do look really good, especially as they started out as sprues. So this next one, making panels, has to be my all-time favourite, as this is what made it possible for me to make the Orc Stomper. I will be using this in many more of my larger builds. So for this you'll need some sort of greaseproof paper or one of these greaseproof tins, just so the ooey gooey spruey stuff doesn't stick to it. And then get a rolling pin with these height adjusters at either end, and then you can roll it out knowing it'll be the same thickness throughout the whole piece. Don't forget guys, everything I use I've bought from Amazon. I do have an affiliate link with them now, which is in the description, so it'd be great if you could click that and then go and purchase any Amazon items. It doesn't cost you any more, but every time you buy something I get a couple of pence. So once it's fully rolled out, I take the top piece of greaseproof paper off, just as this helps it dry out much quicker, and then I generally leave them for at least 6-7 hours before peeling them off the tray. So the panels are relatively smooth, but over time the more they dry they do sort of shrink a little bit, and that sometimes causes cracking. But not too much. But a great thing with this stuff is it's so easy to cut with a pair of normal scissors. So for this example, I'm just going to cut into a small little square, but as you can see, the thing I love about this is the fact that the thickness is the same throughout the whole piece. And then to help it look more like a panel, I'm going to put some rivets on it. Again, these rivets are made from sprues. I'll show you how to make the rivets in just a second. And there we go. Again, once these things are painted, they look so much better. Obviously, I've just done a quick paint job here. You can do a much better one than this. But these panels are pretty awesome as they can be used to make vehicles or buildings or anything else you can think of, really. So on to making the rivets, which is incredibly simple, and you can make hundreds of these in next to no time. So I generally take the offcuts from when I make the panels and then just take this hole punch and then just hole punch away. And as you can see, this is a really quick and effective way of making loads and loads of rivets in a very short time from all the offcuts of the panels you make. So another quick and easy thing you can make are brick walls. And to do this, you simply take a piece of the rolled out ooey gooey spruey stuff, leave it for around about 6-7 hours. It's starting to firm up, but it is still relatively soft. And then you can take one of these rollers from green stuff, or you can make up your own kind of roller. And then simply just push down nice and firm and roll out the roller. And there you go, one quick and instant wall. And the great stuff about these green stuff rollers is they have such a large variety of patterns, from walls to floors to spacecraft, Aztec, all kinds of stuff really. So I've left mine for a couple of hours to dry. Again, this just makes it firmer and easier to cut with the scissors. And then once cut to the desired shape or size, you can simply paint it. Again, I've just done a quick paint job here, basically painting it grey, adding some black wash, and a little bit of dry brushing with some white paint. But obviously you'll take a lot more time and care. So another quick and effective use is to make tubes. And again, these are made from the panels that we've previously rolled out. And all we have to do here is again leave them for a couple of hours and then roll them round some pens. And then I've sellotaped mine just to keep them in place until they've fully hardened. So after about 12 hours or so, you can take off the sellotape and the rolled up panel will keep the shape it's in. And then to hide the seam, I've simply cut a thin piece of the panel, which I'm going to glue over the seam and then add some rivets to. And again, once painted, I think it looks pretty convincing. And the great thing with this is you can make these whatever size you need really. You can wrap them around small pencils or even bigger pots of paint, whatever size you need. Another good use we can do with a normal panel is to basically turn it into a mesh panel. And for this you just simply take your normal panel, draw out lots of lines on it. I've just eyeballed these, but you can do it more precise by measuring them out. And then once you've got your little grid drawn out, you simply just cut out loads and loads of holes using a good old hole puncher. And obviously the great thing with this is all these holes we're punching out are going to get put to great use, as we've now got loads and loads of rivets. So to make it look more like a panel, I basically just cut out some more little strips which I'm going to glue around the edge, and again I'm going to take some of those rivets we just punched out and put them on top. And there we go, another lick of paint transforms it into some sort of mesh panel or even a grate of some kind. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some uses out of this. If you did like the video, hit that thumbs up, and if you can guys, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this video, or what you might like to see me make next. If you are new here, don't forget to hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, just so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, because I've certainly got lots coming up. As always, I want to say a big thank you to my patrons for helping support the channel. That really does mean so much. And for just £1 a month guys, you get access to all my behind the scenes stuff, where you can see all the projects I'm working on before they come on YouTube. There was another video on the screen guys, it'd be great if you could click on that one and go and watch some more of what I do. And as always guys, it'd be awesome if you can share this on any kind of social media or any Discord channels you may be in. Okay guys, that's it. Bye for now.